Coming to you live from Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Took off with it again. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the pistol, Hurts. Now he takes it. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. You got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He calls his own number again. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
This time it's a passing play. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw was caught. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts looking to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. It's Barkley again, and he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Ty Johnson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Hits him on the in route. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Allen setting up play action. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shakir in motion right. Allen on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Again, Allen to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Five men now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. To the air again, Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Allen going to throw again. Throwing the out route complete. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. Prater puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. Up the sideline to the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
1st down throw for Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Allen on the play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Got his man. Shakir has it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll run with Johnson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Need less than a yard. It's 4th down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw it. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. That's taken at the 15. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another one for Cook. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
2-yard gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Now Prater on to send it away. Bigsby with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Around this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Arrives at the 40. Inside the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
13.
That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills trailing by 5. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. This is Cook. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Back to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Downfield, and Shakir has it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point try.
14.
Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Waste of time. Now Prater on to send it away. Shipley now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. That's going to bring up 4th and long.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. This is a designed run for Allen. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Out for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. Now a design run. It's Allen. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.